while I was burning out or I thought I was losing my passion for tattooing, I was trying to work out what the fuck I'm gonna do. And the next logical step was painting. So I had this thought. I was like, I need an idea. If I'm gonna paint, I need, like, what am I gonna paint? What sort of painter am I gonna be? So I've always tattooed the work of the masters of Caravaggio and Rubens and Bernini, and that's been my whole career. Those giants have been the thing that really, like, fueled most of my tattoo career. So when I decided I was gonna give it all away and become this painter, I looked to them for inspiration, and then I started studying how the hell did they do what they did, and how do I create my own version of that rather than just copies of their work. How was I going to make my own work? And that was daunting, but basically there was a day when it all kind of came together, like a penny drop day, like moment. I was like, okay, I've got this idea for the painting, but I need to compose it a certain way. So what I did was got my family and my camera and went up into the loft where the light was blasting in through the skylight in the shed, and I set the stage and I composed my family in what I could best do without any knowledge of it, in the same position as a Caravaggio painting that I love. And I, with my limited camera knowledge, set the aperture and set the camera up the best I could, and I just took one photo, and then I just remember looking at it, and it just was so rad. Like, it was just, I was like, holy fuck, okay, I can make anything out of this. Like, I could make these compositions myself. I have the technology and the all I need is time, and that was what I never had. I never had any spare time, so I just had to work out how to create enough time to be able to make these compositions from scratch for myself, rather than just copying everyone else's. I'm going to make my own. So I had this client that approached me about getting a back piece done, and the reference was a cool idea, but it was terribly composed and the anatomy was no good. So I kind of went away and thought about it. I really want to do this back piece, but that picture's really just not going to cut it. So then I kind of had another moment where I was like, oh wow, okay, I can photograph this, I can create this composition again. Almost instantly I fell in love with tattooing again, because I realized that I could create these works like I had intended to paint, but as tattoos, as my new style of tattooing. Tattoo artists have been taking photos for tattoos for forever, but it had never dawned on me that it wasn't just limited to a person or a skull or a this or a that. I could make a whole ass, like, wild composition if I wanted to. So it's like the beginning of, like, something huge. The floodgates are open. I can do fucking just about anything now. And I went from being so burnt out, and I felt like I'd done every picture I could on Google, and I didn't really want to do this anymore, to I'm right at the start. Like, this is like the start of something fucking huge, and I'm really excited about it. So now I'm able to create these tattoos that I'm just super proud of, and I'm creating this, like, body of work that's mine, and it's my clients, and it's no one else's. It's one of a kind, and no one will ever have that same design again. And I'm making my own artwork from scratch, and it feels really good. And the response has been overwhelmingly awesome. I feel grateful and lucky that we have people lining up to get these amazing pieces, and that I'm able to now focus on this and not worry about the other work. that I'm just able to do this full time and now develop the style and refine it into something is just it's a great feeling.